Hello Barcelona fans, here we are today with another video. Big news of today, Messi stays. Messi just finished one of the biggest interviews of his life and his time in Barcelona. The source Go.com interviewed Messi for about 18 minutes and where he spoke about his future at the club and what was bothering him about staying at the club. This is definitely a sign of relief for all of us Barcelona fans who were waiting for him to speak since the defeat at the hands of Bayern Munich. Messi has an answer for this silence. He states that after the 8-2 defeat to the hands of Bayern Munich, he was devastated and did not want to do anything. He also wanted time to go by so things can unfold and so he can have answers for every single one of the questions that we as Barcelona fans had. A lot of information to go, but first thing was first, he mentioned that he will be staying at Barcelona at least one more year. And I know that is great news for a lot of us Barcelona fans who were eager to know what was going to happen to his future. Without a doubt, Messi leaving Barcelona would have been devastating because Barcelona would have lost a lot from such an amazing player, something that cannot be given by another player to Barcelona. Messi has opted to stay at Barcelona for many reasons, but the most important reason was that the club did not let him go free. Now Messi wanted to leave the club because he felt that the club did not have a winning project. He mentions how he has told Bartomeu repeatedly that he wanted to leave at the end of the year. He felt it was time for new heirs and that he needed to have the chance to actually compete for the titles. He felt that Barcelona could no longer give this to him. Now this is something that Barcelona fans have been speaking of for a long time. We know that Messi is already 33 years old. He is not a young player anymore and he only has a few years left at the elite level. It is known statistically that without Messi, the club would not be at the level where it has been. Now in addition to this, Messi also states that this has been an ongoing issue for many years. And this is something that we Barcelona fans have also said for many years. Barcelona does not have a winning project and Barcelona needs rebuild. They need to do a lot of changes. He points out how badly Barcelona and the directors and the president have mishandled the club. They have not brought in the right reinforcements and they have just been patching up a lot of the holes left in important roles. Again, this is something that us Barcelona fans knew and we've been seeing it. We've been seeing how Barcelona has just come down. They haven't been able to rejuvenate their team. It's the same players that have not brought results. When it comes into bringing new players, they bring players that don't match the capabilities of being in Barcelona. They bring players that are injury prone in the case of Dembele. They bring in players like Coutinho and Griezmann and play them in a position where they do not belong. Messi continued by expressing that he actually knew and that he wanted to stay at the club for the rest of his life, but that because under the circumstances at which the club is right now, he thought it was better for him to leave and to let other people come in to take his place. Messi says also that he suffered in a lot of these games because he didn't have what he needed around him to succeed. That is true. We saw Messi from the beginning of the year and even from years prior to this where he has to show up in a game or else Barcelona lose or tie a game. If he doesn't have sometimes the brilliance that he has in the field, the team just falls apart. As the interview continues, Messi mentions that this decision was taken 1 year ago. It wasn't taken because they lost so bad in Munich, or should I say to Munich in Lisboa, that's where it took place. He already knew he wanted to leave and he had actually told Bartomeu. The only issue was he had spoken to Bartomeu in person and he never had anything official given to him, stating that Bartomeu always told him that yeah, it was fine, that we could talk about this some other time, and just lingering on of the situation. When the season ends, that is when Messi takes the decision along with his team of lawyers to send in the bureaucrats to actually make his decision official. Now when it comes to his contract, Messi stated that he was under the impression from Bartomeu that he could actually leave at the end of the season whenever he wanted and that he thought that the deadline of June 18 would be extended because of what had happened with the coronavirus and the fact that they were still playing the league. Of course, we know how that all played out to the point where no, that wasn't the case. He had to have turned in his resignation before that deadline. When Messi finds out that he actually cannot leave the club, he decides that he will permanently stay at Barcelona for at least one more year. He mentions that there is no way he would have taken the club of his life, the club that he loves, to court, because this club has given Messi everything, according to what he has said. Now, this last statement that Messi makes is actually one that we can analyze a little more. Yes, it is true that he probably does not want to take the club to court, because ultimately it could lead to a lot of issues, financial issues in that sense. If taken to court, he could ultimately have to pay his release clause, which is a ridiculous amount of money. 700 million euros is way more money than probably Messi even has. Not to mention the next club that gets him would have to probably pay that, not Messi himself. So from that perspective, it's something that we have to analyze for ourselves. If he knew 100% that he would win that trial and he wouldn't have to pay any money, or that Barcelona could end up getting some ramification from it, would he still hold back in that sense where he does not want to go to court? Or is he just really watching after his own interest at that point? Truth is that we don't know, and we could only question it. But it is because of comments like this that Messi also mentioned that he feels hurt, in the sense that a lot of us Barcelona fans and the media have questioned him and have questioned his love for the club. And really, this is a discussion to have within yourselves and within the fan base. There's just so much little detail, so much entanglements there, so much interest at play that we might not never know that real answers. But we do know is that Messi is here to stay, and that he gave Barcelona 20 years of great performances. He will continue to defend this badge in and out for at least the rest of the season. Now, from the other perspective, we could say that yes, Messi does love the club, and he really wouldn't take Barcelona to court. He demonstrated throughout the years that money has not been an issue, because that is one other thing that was mentioned. A lot of reporters, a lot of Barcelona fans are questioning him and saying that he's leaving Barcelona for the money. This latter part, however, there is no way that is what happened. Throughout the years, many big clubs have tried to splash money almost every summer to take Messi from Barcelona. From his youth, when there was rumors of Real Madrid wanting to take him to the Madrid capital, to recent years where we have heard of teams like PSG, Manchester City, Manchester United, Juventus trying to give and pay a ridiculous amount of money for him and offering him multi-millionaire contract. But yet so Messi has always stayed here at Barcelona. In that sense, he has always shown loyalty. But maybe this loyalty has run out after year and year again with this board that the team has at the moment, where Josep Maria Bartomeu has destroyed this club throughout the years that he has been at the club. And even prior to that, when Sandro Rosell was still at the club, he also started messing up a lot of things. If memory serves me right, I remember a time when we couldn't catch a break and getting a center back. Eventually, Samuel Umtiti came in and he was able to do a great job in the first seasons prior to him getting injured. For there to be any changes at Barcelona, we know that this board must leave. As Barcelona fans, we could look forward to the elections where the whole board and the incompetent president that we have leaves. If things are marching right at that point, there is a chance that maybe Messi will continue at the club and retire here. And that is something that we all Barcelona fans wish. At this moment, Messi will be staying against his will, and he has stated that he will give Barcelona everything possible. He won't hold back. He will continue to play the way he has been playing in years prior, not letting this saga affect his gameplay. We will see if this is true, because if you were in his shoes, where you were forced to stay against your will at a club or a job that you didn't enjoy, would you still give 100% of yourself to this job? I would think not, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. Hopefully Barcelona does build a great team this summer that competes for everything, and Sunday we can look back at this and laugh about it. Lastly, I want to bring up another point that Messi talked about, and that was his family. Perhaps one of the most emotional parts of the whole interview. He mentions how his older son Thiago was crying and upset at the fact that his father decided to leave Barcelona. And truly, that is one of the reasons why I believe Messi. It must be very hard to look at your son in the eyes and tell him we are leaving while he cries to you, asking you why he has to change his life, why he has to change school, why he has to meet new friends. And then Messi was able to look at his son in the eyes and still take the decision. We know that things are very bad at Barcelona. Now the ball's in Bartomeu's court, and we will see what his next move is, as he has come under fire under new allegations coming from the police in Barcelona. He might have committed fraud for personal gain which, if you ask me, is not very surprising from someone who can act the way he has. In my last video, I said, does he deserve jail? If found guilty, he probably does deserve jail. Lastly, I want to ask you guys the question. Are you guys going to forgive Messi for this saga? Do you guys feel betrayed? Or can you guys look over this for every single thing that he has given to the club? Write down your response in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in, and until the next video, Visca Barça y Visca Catalunya. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, comment down below, and consider subscribing.